Good evening. Thanks for joining us on the news at 8. Today, the 18th of November 2024, I am Tabitha Ako. First, two major headlines. Abia government says opposition responsible for increasing violent crimes, kidnapping in our state. On minimum wage, federal government to spend 6.5 trillion naira. Obasanjo calls for sack of INEC chairman, says 2023 election a travesty. We'll take commercials and be right back with the details and many more. Stay connected.
Experience the smooth and strong feeling that consistently surpasses expectation. Leading the way in high-performance lubricants, Master Supermoto Oil is as durable as titanium.
Welcome back. Now on the details. ABN Ohafia Development Union Umuahia branch is set to launch a 100 million naira appeal fund for the remodeling of a multi-purpose community hall in Umuahia. This event, scheduled for Saturday, November 23, 2024 at 12 noon, will take place at the Township Stadium in Umuahia. Abia State government has decried the increasing rate of violent crimes in the state, accusing the opposition of working with external forces to distract the government from its core objective of providing governance. This is in response to an attack on the convoy of a member of House of Representatives, Honorable Ginger Owusebe, on Sunday night, in which a policeman was killed. A police attached to the member representing Isialangwa North and South Federal Constituency of Abia State, Honorable Ginger Owusebe, has been fired dead. ABN TV reports the incident happened around 9 p.m. at Ubakala, Umuahia South. New National Coalition Save Democracy Mega Alliance began campaigns to remove the president and governors' control over the electoral bodies. Since last month, when the New National Coalition Save Democracy Mega Alliance 2027 launched a campaign to amend Nigeria's constitution to remove the president's authority over the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) and state governors' power over the state's independent electoral commissions. Quite a number of Nigerians have applauded the move. The federal government has indicated that its spending on personnel costs will increase by at least 60% in 2025. It said this is due to the implementation of the new national minimum wage and consequential adjustments for all cadres of the federal civil service. Checks by our correspondent show that 4.1 trillion naira was budgeted as personnel expenditure in the 2024 budget. Hence, a 60% increase means an additional 2.46 trillion naira and a total sum of 6.56 trillion naira. Deputy spokesman for the House of Representatives, Mr. Philip Agbesi, has disclosed some state governors' threats on Tinubu's tax reform bills. Agbesi also disclosed that the lawmakers will today, Monday, engage the chairman of the Presidential Committee on Fiscal and Tax Reform, Taiwo Oyedele, and other renowned tax experts on the bills. Recall that on September 3, 2024, the President transmitted 4 tax reform bills to the National Assembly for consideration, following the recommendations of the Oyedele-led Tax Reforms Committee. Dr. Dasuki Arabi, DG of the Bureau, has emphasized the necessity of ethical frameworks for the integration of AI in public service delivery. Speaking at a one-day roundtable discussion on public service reforms in Abuja on Monday, Dr. Arabi highlighted the Bureau's 21-year journey of driving public sector transformation in Nigeria. While acknowledging the progress made so far, he noted the changes that remain, particularly as the government moves towards digitalizing its operations. Former President Olusegun Obasanjo has called for a comprehensive overhaul of Nigeria's electoral process. Speaking at the Chinwe Achebe Leadership Forum, Yale University in the United States, Obasanjo specifically called for the dismissal of Mahmoud Yakubu, chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC), and other officials at all levels. While describing the 2023 general election as a travesty, Obasanjo the imperative for reforming the electoral system to restore credibility and trust. And on entertainment news, Fino, a Nigerian rapper, has disclosed that when he began his musical career, his parents did not support him. In a recent interview on the In My Opinion podcast, the Ochemba Krona stated that, unlike in his time, parents nowadays encourage their children who venture into music. According to him, the present generation of parents understand what it means to support their children's talents. On foreign scene, following a conservative radio shock jock investigation. Police charged renowned Australian broadcaster and former Wallabies coach Alan Jones on Monday with a number of alleged historical sex crimes. The 83-year-old is a household name across Australia and for years held immense sway through his top-rating radio talk show. On Sport News, the Nigerian striker Victor Boniface expressed disappointment at being excluded from the shortlist for the CAF Men's Player of the Year award. Speaking about the snub in a video posted on Sunday by sports journalist Paul via X, Boniface, who had a stellar 2023-2024 season, said, "Not sad, but disappointed because I had an amazing season last season. So for me not to be there, maybe the award is for African players in AFCON. I don't know, but in general, if it's for African Player of the Year, I think I had a great season." He added that while awards are not his priority, he remains focused on improving his performance. An independent regulatory commission issued Rodrigo Bentancur a 7-match ban and €100,000 fine for his racist comments on Son Heung-min. Spurs will be without their key midfielder for an extended period following the commission's verdict, as reported by several outlets. According to Football London, Bentancur was charged after making the comments during a pre-season interview. That Sport News brings us to the end of the news at 8. But before we go, a recap of our major headlines. ABN government says opposition responsible for increasing violent crimes, kidnapping in our state. On minimum wage, federal government to spend 6.5 trillion naira. Obasanjo calls for sack of INEC chairman, says 2023 election a travesty. For this and many more, log on to our website at www.abntv.com.ng or follow us on all our social media platforms displayed on your screen. Do have a pleasant night rest. I am Tabitha Ako. Stay safe.